Hey guys, how you doing? Let's hope this hooks. There we go. Perfect. Hi guys, how you doing? We'll do a 10-minute. See how we do here. Hmm. Let's see if I can't pick this off here. If he plays here, I'm just gonna grab this. So if he plays here, I grab that. There we go. I just want to keep my bishop along here. I like keeping it safe. And then what I'm going to do is castle. And I'm up a whole piece. There we go. Let's see if I can't get a knight here and start trying to infiltrate. Maybe a bishop and then... do I want to do a knight? Where do I want my knight to go to? Oh, I might play rook here. This might be an interesting idea. Rook, Oops. I want to see if I can't get a knight in here to go after this pawn. Or potentially a knight here would be good. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And then, yeah. Finally got it. I gotta think fast, think fast. What am I gonna do? What do I want to do? Oh, if I play here, I can retreat my bishop back, because there's really no point of it being there anymore. And then potentially I could retreat it back to e1, and then, perfect. Gotta be careful that I don't hang pieces though. So if I take here, I take there, that's protected, so. just get out of dodge. There's no point in messing with it. Gotta find entry points in, and so I'm thinking about playing knight here. Let's see here. Stay focused, stay focused, stay focused. Let's see. If I play here, takes. Yeah, just simplify down. I'm up a whole piece. I don't want to risk really anything if I don't have to. should I have played rook d3? Let's let's see if there was any mistakes made. I think there might have been. Let's take a look. Computer analysis. Hey, how you doing? Well, it's a gift the Lord's given me, and so I figure I'm gonna honor him with that. Okay. Okay, let's see here. There's a point at which I was a little concerned. Where was that? Is it here? No, this is still okay. Let me see. Hold on. Let me take a look here. Now this was a vital. It's kind of weird. It it doesn't look like it does anything, but because you have to remember you have that. So I should have thought about that. This actually gives him a chance to survive. This was a point that I was like, oh, did I make a mistake here? Because he's up, let me see, how many pawns? 2, 4, 6, 7. I only have 5. So if you get the piece back for a pawn, he's still up 1 pawn. So this really throws a kink in the works. And if he plays there, yeah, you can actually take at that point. Now you're up. So what would have been better here? E5. It liked C4 to begin with. So bishop G5 is actually the... Okay, so this was the move that it wanted to play. Okay, so I at least figured out, I figured out that point. Okay, I was wondering about that. Okay, there, bishop takes now. That was also a blunder on my opponent's part. H. Now here's a critical point. F3 was my idea for so that this idea wouldn't be plausible anymore. F3, it does open up for an attack here. So F3 for my opponent, for me, and then there, but then I can actually take and take back after he takes. So Queen A4 is what should have been played. I was thinking about this move, but I got so concerned about some sort of discovery, but I should have remembered that I can always just grab that on D4. So, okay. Gotta keep that in mind. So bishop, bishop F2, everything sealed up. What I tried to do was, because there were so many attacking pieces like down here, oops, and down here, I just didn't want to hang anything. I didn't want to leave any room for error. So I just tried to, because I'm up a whole piece already. He's got a pawn, I think, or two. Let me see. He had 2 pawns for the piece. Now he's only got 1 because I won a pawn. So I just want to keep my position strong and not make any mistakes. Hey, how you doing? And so G5 was played by my opponent. And let's see, what does it say? So rook E1. Okay, so it wanted A4 would have been A4, huh? B5. C takes B, and then queen takes. Probably queen. Oh, queen takes A. Yeah, because you want to keep these in line. Boy, that just doesn't seem like a move that I would want to play though. So I kind of just decided to challenge the open file. Bishop C8. He played the proper move. Oh, really good. Can't have a bad day on chess. Okay, rook B3, which had the idea of playing knight to C3, and this would kind of allow trades to happen, and any trade benefits me because I have the extra piece. So G4. F takes is forced. I was thinking, what should I do here? I was thinking, if I move my rook back, then he can play there and start an attack. So this is kind of a forced move. Bishop took. And I played bishop to F3. I don't think it was the best. I played there. And then knight C3 was my idea of a double attack here. What I actually thought he was going to play was potentially okay, not a problem. I'll do that. I'll do it. I could do it on Allied Chess if you guys like, because it's a lot easier with arrows and stuff. But I was just like shocked when they played that, and I just took there. Well, my idea was I thought I was going to play that, but I believe that H3 and then bishop takes, queen takes, and G6 is kind of what I saw. Yeah, you could put it in a PD form or something, and then I'll click on it. And then now I have, my idea was, oops, yeah, this here. This is what I wanted. And when I reached that, I was like, yes. It was heaven sent that I can get to this point. There's no weaknesses anymore. I'm actually winning. Perfect. Okay, let's take a look here. Perfectos. Okay. Let's see if I can't download. Alright, copy. And then let me pull up and see if I can't import this. Let's see here. Hopefully this works. We'll see. Yes, there we go. So you're black. Gotcha. Is there any point that in the game, like any move that you wanted to talk about or want me to talk about before we dive into the game? Is there do you have a move, like move 20 or something like that you wanted to talk about more? We'll start into it and then you can write in there, because sometimes on LHS there, not LHS, Twitch, there's a little bit of a lag, so you guys might be hearing me like maybe 20 or 30 seconds later. I hope it's live and better. Let's see, knight F. Okay, so far so good. Oh, so he played the Trompowsky. He could have played. It's not really a London, but this would have been more of a kind of London setup then. Okay, gotcha. Okie dokie. Let's see. Okay, this actually was. Then he could play here, and you enter somewhat of a London side, and then he comes back and takes, and then you continue onward with. You don't want to play. You can't play c5 right now, so you'd have to build up for that. Bishop there, and then this is kind of a line setup that potentially could arise. And then at this point, then c5, pawn takes, and now black's pretty good. That was just a line in the London. So ace 3. He's if you're wondering, he's trying to prevent the pin, which is always an annoyance to the white. And that's why a3 was played. Also, if black ever, let's say white castles king side, and black was the castle queen side, you always have white always has the chance of being the first to aggress with b4. So just a3 is an all-around flexible move. That doesn't say I'm going to develop my knight here, or yeah. Yes, you have to always think. Ginger GM says, or Grandmaster Simon Williams says, you always have to think about what your opponent's ideas are. This is later. This is funny. It has a present, defense stops here, but later on it also has an idea like what we just talked about. The potential advance b4. Whoa, c5. Yep, that's about timed correctly. Yeah, this is a really good move. I like that move. It's perfect because it's going after the central pawns. Also, when a knight gets put to c6, guys, it's not blocking the c7 pawn. So you're doing two things at one time. You're attacking the center, and you're then going to be able to put a knight on b6. Well, that's why you played c5 would stop that. Some players later on they'll actually play a5 and then they'll develop their knight, and potentially this is a pretty strong setup. Sometimes black will actually start his own onslaught very similar in that setup. And this c5 move only works because he has it played e3. Because if he had played e3 first, like maybe before this knight or this pawn push, if he had played e3 and you tried c5, he has the bishop to b5 check, and that kind of throws a kink in the works, because you'd have to trade off a bishop and potentially about equal. So this, that he didn't play e3 is very vital. That's why c5 actually does work. So e3. Okay, c takes and queen takes. Ooh. Wow, wow, wow. That's interesting. Huh. Wow. Let me see here. What would be a good move? Because we have to hold on to this. So you played bishop to e7. That's not a bad move. Not bad. Not bad. There's a, yeah. I was just thinking potentially the worst that could happen is this. But in theory, you're better, slightly better, because, or at least equal, because of one thing. You have the two pawns in the center, right here. You have two pawns. You do have one weak pawn, but you control the center, which is very huge. So that's why if you wanted to play this, that would kind of happen. So I can understand why you wanted to blunt the attack, so you can keep this pawn line. Also, it allows for castling, so it's not really a bad move. It's an okay move. If you wanted to go very berserker, like like I like to do sometimes, c6 instead of e7 would be an idea. Knight to f3. Yeah, that's a great move. This is actually a very strong move. He potentially might try to throw in e5 though. Ooh, b6. I'm sorry, b5, not b6. I know this sounds kind of interesting. I've learned from some play that bishop to d7 is actually a really strong move. In theory, it's almost winning, not total. It's not winning like you're gonna win the game, but it puts the question to this bishop. See, this knight now is free to attack d4. So potentially this bishop's going to have to play bishop takes c6 to stop that. Now your bishop's at a really good point, and he'll probably castle. Then you'll castle, and now you have one thing that your opponent doesn't have, and it goes back to Jeremy Silman's imbalance principle. You have two bishops. You have the light square bishop. So what you're going to be wanting to do is play more on the light squares. What that means is you're going to want to try to put pawns on like dark squares and try to force your opponent to make weaknesses along these diagonals here. Of course, I'm just showing you like these light squares, because you want to emphasize your strength, which would be your knight square bishop. Castle is not bad. It's just this is just it just kind of puts the question to your opponent before. So bishop takes. Oh, he did it anyways. Wow. Ooh, that's interesting. It's too bad he didn't make a silly move like this or something. You could have then stopped castling. That would have been nice to stop castling. But in castle, you saw that. Okay. You know, it works. They both work out. Castling does do the same thing too, because it removes like what you're saying, the king from a pin. I see what you're saying. Castles and then h6. Nice. So let's see. You played h5 there. Okay. Okay. You could have tried if you wanted. No, you can't. I was thinking about going for the two bishops, but he has right there, so you really can't do that. Okay, nice. Then you have here. If you retreats back, you got a fork. Nice. You got a pawn. Well, I want to see which takes is actually best here, because I'm thinking that might be best. But I think you might be right with that one. Yeah. It just relieves a lot of the tension. Yeah, and the knight, this knight's, yeah. See, what happened is, if you notice, does this knight really have any good squares to go to? Except for this square here? Not really. So if you take here, and he takes, you get a tempo to develop your piece. But what happens is when you, I was thinking about that, when you take here, you allow the knight to be developed, and it gets to go to a good square. It goes back, it goes all the way down to positional understanding. Oh yeah, that too. Ace, that's right. That would work too. So maybe why this takes, then probably pawn a6 is probably the only way to hold. Yeah, that is the reason then. Pawn a6. It gives you one move to move your pawn up one square. Or two squares, either one. Interesting. Okay, it gets to an end game here. Let's see here. Let's see. So d4. I wondered if that might not have been a better idea. He does have that. Then we can move up. And if he moves here, interesting. Yeah. I think you win at this point. I don't think there's any way. Maybe he could try that, but then you just retreat your bishop back. I think you're winning at this point. I don't think there's really any hope for. He might try that, but that's just a silly move you just grabbed there. Maybe not that. Well, would you want to take? Because then he has that. Hmm. I'm just interested, just looking at the puzzle. Yeah, that's actually a better move. Yeah. Yeah. Great job. I think you're right. Yours is a better move. Let's just see what if we just took here? What do we lose? Then you just come in and stop the pawn, and now you get your king involved, and there's really no way to win. Your idea is good as well, because you pick up a pawn, I mean a piece, or a whole rook actually. I'll probably play that. And his knight really has no points to exit. Kaboom. And great job on that win. Great job. Great work. You did great. Gotta say that was a really good moves. Anytime to help you guys out, I'm here. Alright, we'll do some tactics, and then we'll go over a hedgehog defense study that we're working on. If you guys have any games you would like to be analyzed, I'll do my best to help you. And we'll learn together. That's the whole point, learning as a team. Okay, so king to h5. If we play, yeah. Oh, it's kind of funny. You have to take your time, I guess. My problem for a while was I was way too hasty when I did tactics. I moved because I thought the move was right, rather than double check it and kind of run it through um, a visualization setup. Like, see right here, I'll show you in this one here. If we play bishop e2, we'll walk through this. Bishop e2 attacks, he'll push, but where do we go from there? You know, you have to think about it. He's we don't have any more checks, so we have to consider, do we want to play potentially maybe g4? And if the king goes to the king takes g4, then you have bishop e2 now with more impact, but at that point then he can flee to h, and I'm thinking that that might actually be winning. Let me see here. Takes check over queen checks. I think that does win. Oh, my bad there. Maybe. Oh, that is right. Ouch. Sorry, guys. I'll show you what my idea was. Sometimes the reason your ideas don't work. Go over the analysis and find out why. It'll help you improve. Let's see, what was I missing here? I'm trying to see where did I blunder? Let's see if I play bishop takes g4, king takes g4. Oh, interesting. Yeah, because if he takes here, we can actually play h3. This is actually the idea. I'll show you guys. I didn't see that, so this right here works because when he takes here, he has to play. He could play up, but if he takes here, it's a mate in 1. If he comes up here, it's g4 mate. Let's take a look why g5 isn't, g4 is an option. If he takes bishop, this is what I saw for mate. I want to see, that's what I actually saw. Okay, king h, and then how do you handle that now? Queen h6, king takes, bishop e2, yeah, and then king f, and he runs. Okay, that's the problem. The best thing to do is to keep trying. I was at 1600 for a long time. I just had to slow down and just work through them, and sometimes you just get a whole bunch of them wrong. But if you take it to the analysis board and go through it, you'll get a feel for what the correct answers are. And also as well, it was Maurice Ashley taught me something called the Aikido principle, which every move has a drawback, which means every move has a piece gives up something. Like if we were to look at the queen once was guarding these diagonals here, this and here. So you can make a plan based on that sometimes. Let me see here. So queen e5. Let's see. I also see it in contact. There's these two pieces. Yeah. Huh. That's okay, you know what? Now, tactics are there to help build up our understanding and, for sensing, as Ginger GM would say, our Grandmaster Sam Williams, the spidey sense. Let's see if we play knight here, pawn takes, check, and then we can pick that up. Let's see if there's any way I could fork these two pieces, and there's really no way to do that. But if we play knight c6, that's attacking the queen. So when b takes c6, queen takes a6, and that checks there and attacks here, which then attacks there. I want to see if there's any other moves that I might be not looking at. There is a check on h3, but does that really do anything? He'll go to b8. Huh. And then we go knight c6, pawn takes, the bishop moves at that point because there's no check. Yeah, I believe that's the move. And then, oh darn it, I moved too far. Snap, it's actually this. Drat. Let me see here. Rook check. Queen takes. Snap. That was not fun. Okay, we gotta regroup and not move fast, but think efficiently. That's what we have to do. If you guys have any moves you would like to go over on here, I'm more than happy to entertain them, and we'll talk about it. Because I might be missing something. I wouldn't want to do that. Let me see here. So bishop takes a5. Huh. I think you're right on that. Rook takes, because then that so rook takes, bishop takes. Oops. What are we missing here? Oh, phew, that was not good. I missed that. See, I even missed tactics. Gotta get this back though, okay. Gotta get in a rhythm of when I'm getting points. Gotta get in a rhythm. Feel the rhythm. Let me see here. Trying to see if there's anything that we can do with G5. Yeah. I know what you mean. I'm trying to see if there's any checks. Let's see, check there. He comes here on, G5. King E5. What if we just play Queen E2, where then we threaten mate there? And that threats. When you get to a certain level in puzzles, you have to take your time, because the complexity is really huge. But you're gonna have these in your games, these type of very complex, and it'll be nice that you can swim through all the, I call them sharks of the position. So queen takes basically the pawn. And I'll show you the whole entire line all the way through to mate. I was trying to find the correct, if you check here, he goes there. There's really no follow-up. But if you check here, it attacks. So if you play here, he plays there. You play here. Even if he flees, this queen could come up and checkmate. So I'll show you what I mean by this. Here, 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 and then you got checkmate. Or you can mate this way too. It depends on which way you want to do it. You just have to, I just got to be more quicker on the tactical moves, so. First of all, you gotta see if queen takes doesn't do anything, which it doesn't. So we don't want to even look at that. Then you have to first look at is takes is here a good idea? Bishop takes, pawn takes. Do you really have anything after that? No. I was looking at g6, but then he has h6. And I don't think we have a breakthrough. Huh. Well, let me see here. I'm going to just write what I'm thinking. So g6, h6, bishop takes h6, g takes h6, g7 check. Knight takes g7. I'm not sure if there's anything else that we can do at that point. Let's see if we have anything on the other side that we might be looking to play. let's see, queen takes h7. Queen takes sorry, queen takes h7. King takes h7. g6. Check. Surprisingly, I saw all that in my head, so that was a wow move. I was like, could that actually work? And it actually does. Good find though on queen takes h7 though. You had to calculate all that. I gotta look at that again. That's pretty deep. So he takes. And what you have to remember is that he has to move back. He's forced to because of this bishop and this pawn. So all you have to do is get a piece to check, along here. So why not just play here? That's what I thought. And I have that threat, so he has to take by force. This is forced. And then you take there, it's mate. I was like, huh. Let's see here. Somehow seeing if I can't. Let me see. What was that move again? Hold on. I had a. My brain had the move for a second there. Let me see here. Let's rethink. What was that move again? Sometimes I think so far and I forget. I can't have that. Oh, that's right. This pawn push. Okay, I clicked back in. Okay, f5 is an idea because if we play f5, we have a threat of mate there, but I'm not sure if it actually works because he does have this here. So I'm not exactly sure if that's 100%. It does have a check at that point. Trying to see if queen here. Maybe it's B G4, king takes G4, H3. If king takes H3, then you get you play queen to H7 or H6 check. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I was thinking here, 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 queen intercepts, but then he can intercept with his knight, so that does not. Or does it? Let me see. Here, here, here. Rook takes first. Oh, if we did that, he still has rook intercepts there. So that's out of the question. I don't see any better than just to take. I have a question. Why doesn't this one work? Hold on. Okay. Bye bye. Bye. Be blessed, and I hope you come by again. Bye bye. You're always welcome. Hmm. I just want to keep my pawn structure intact. got this. Did I? Missed that. Snapola. I have the bishop pair, so I should be able to turn it to my advantage. next move, right here, baby. Pick up a piece upon me. I missed something somewhere. This end game, and then I'm gonna log after this. Okay. I solidified down too soon. Okay. At least I know now. Well, guys, I wanted to say thank you for logging on. This has been great. You know what? We got to keep pushing forward. We learned a lot. And what we'll do is we'll go over our lesson, our hedgehog lesson tomorrow. We got to go over a good game, and we got to learn from it. I won one, I lost one, and then we drew. So it came out to a 50-50. But you know what? We learned from each one of those games, and that's the whole basis of learning is you got to learn from your losses. Don't think of them as losses. Think of them as learning lessons. And if we can do that, we're unstoppable. Remember, knowing is not enough, you must apply. Willing is not enough, you must do. And we're the ones that set our own limits. So guys, if you want to go far beyond anything imagined, remember the Lord has to be in the center. So keep that in the forefront. He's the one that gives thoughts, and He's the one that can direct you. Just keep that in mind. And I have to remember as well that coal under pressure becomes a diamond, but during that time of learning and compressing, trust me, it isn't the funnest thing. And a dull blade is happy, but guess what? It's dull. But wouldn't it be wonderful if it was sharpened? That's why we do tactics. And so we have to remember that our eyes are like diamonds, which means we got to focus on the right things. And our mind is like a sword. We have to train it to be sharp. Okay, I'll leave you guys with that. And as Wesley, oh yeah, I gotta remember we have to do this. Well, we hang up our coat, we hang up our hat, we sit down and we do the problems that most won't. We do them so that we can get better. Okay, I'll leave you with that. As Wesley So says for the Lord Jesus, as I say, God bless. I'll see you guys next time on Chess Cruncher TV. Have a blessed morning, afternoon, and evening. Lord willing, I'll be back on tomorrow. And we'll keep pushing forward with our learning and getting better. So, yeah, great job, guys. Go Team Chess Cruncher. We're doing good. We're doing it. You're doing great. And if you have any games you want, bring the games and we'll go over them because it's all about learning and improving. Okay, guys, be blessed, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.